Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we will try to move a little bit forward to this TCP file uploader. So we will jump into a super useful feature for our Node.js file upload application. We are going to make it so you can dynamically specify the file names. Okay, so whatever the file name you are trying to specify, you can dynamically specify the file names when running the client script. This is the great way to make your app more flexible and user friendly if you are new to this one. So let's try to implement this one. So let's get coding. So now here the goal of our thing is, so whenever you run our client.js file and pass a file path as an argument like node client. So for example, let's say that let's go to the here. So whenever you are trying to pass something like node client .js file, and here if you try to pass the file test.txt file, so here what we need to do, so we need to grab this one. Okay, so the server is not on, so we need to grab that file name and we'll need to send it to the server and save the file with that name, and we need to save that file with that name. So we'll use the Node.js process.argv to capture the command line arguments and the path module to extract the file name. Let's break it down step by step. So let's first talk about the process object in the Node.js. For example, let's say that, so CLS, so when here, so whenever you are trying to I will run the node here. This is something, right? I will run the node server.js file. Okay, fine. So whenever you run this one, okay, whenever you let's process object will target. This is a powerful built-in object that gives us the access to the current Node.js process. It has a tons of properties and methods like killing the process or communicating with the other process. But now in this video, we will be focusing on only one thing, that is nothing but process.argv. So this is an array that holds all the command line arguments passed when you run your script. For example, let's say that when you run node client.js test.txt, process.argv will contain. So here I will try to show you. For example, let's say that this is our thing, right? Whenever we are running this one process.connection, yeah, here I will try to do something like console.log process.argv. Okay, so this is our thing which you are trying to run. Now here when you try to run node client.js file, and also I want to run the test.txt, let's say that I am giving the file name. So if you try to see here, so if you run this one, it will contain an array. The first one is the path to the node executable file, so where the node is present. So that's why we are right here, this node means it is an alias name, and the total path where the node is getting executed is this one. And now the another one is the path of your script, where the path of your script client.js is present. And the last one, and any additional arguments if you're trying to mention it, so you will be able to get it here. So this is the thing. So now if you try to check it, this one console.process.argv, so now then in your terminal, so we are able to see the node.js path, the script path, and also the test.txt as the third element in the index 2. So let us grab this file path dynamically. So let's go to our client.js file. So we know that in the process.argv we are getting it as in second one. So here let's say that constant file path is equal to process.argv of 2. So this is the path. Okay, this captures the test.txt or whatever the file path you pass. Next we need the file name from this path. Node.js has a handy module called path. For this we need to import it at the top. So for example, let's say that in our thing, so if I try to pass something like it is present in something like streams or something like that, if I streams slash text.txt pass it, then here it will be streams slash text.txt, but I need to grab only the file name. So for this one we have a path. So let's try to, I will try to show you. Let's go to the node. Okay, so this is our node, and here I will do constant path is equal to, so this is our handy module which is present in the Node.js. So this is our path, and here if you try to use the path dot base name, so we have a method path dot base name. So whatever the thing you are trying to give, test slash hi.txt means, so the last one, the base name, you will be able to get it. So that means by this you can able to get the last one, the file name, you can able to get it. So that means we'll try to use this path. So here let's import this path. Constant path is equal to require of path. That's it, finish. So now we have grabbed the thing. Then we need to use the base name to method to extract the file name. Okay, let's extract the file name. Constant file name is equal to file path path dot base name of file path. So now we can able to get the file name also. The base name method takes the path like folder slash subfolder test.txt and return the test.txt, the file name only. So now here we have checked it. Now we need to send this file name to the server. Okay, so now we need to send this file name to the server. So we will write it to the socket before sending the file data in the client.js before reading the file stream. So let's try to add this one. So here what I will try to do it is, so here I will do socket.write of the file name. So here I will use the file name is dollar of file name. So I am trying to send the file name and I will add 3 hyphens here so that I can have a divider. So here we can use directly the file path. Okay, so from where you want to get it, you can get it here. That's it. So now we got the socket.write of file path. So here we are creating a simple protocol where we send the file name followed by the file name, the actual file name, and the divider with a 3 dashes or 7 dashes, whatever the dashes you want, you can do it. This divider helps the server know where the file name ends and the data and the file data begins. That's it for the client. Let's move to the server. So now over in the server.js file, so this is our server.js file. So now over the server.js file, what we need to do, we need to extract the file name from the first chunk of data we receive. Since we are using the TCP, packets arrive in order. So the first chunk will contain our file name header followed by the following data, file data. So when we receive a chunk, we will parse it to get the file name. Add this code in your data event handler before opening the file stream. So first of all, what I will try to do it is, so here this is our socket.on of data, right? When we receive the first chunk of data, so here what I will try to do is index of divider. So the divider, the 3 dashes, I will try to get it. So data dot index of. So we can apply this index of and all those things on the data, as the data is a buffer. So you know, right? It is a buffer. So you can apply the index of value to this one. So if you want to check the methods whatever supported means, you can check the buffer concept in the Node.js documentation. So here I am adding the 3 dashes. So this is the divider for us. Now we got the index of divider. So let's grab the file name. So file name is equal to, so on the data I am using the subarray. So what is the subarray means? So it will try, if you give the start and end point, so that it will try to grab the data from their start and end point. So here I am trying to do subarray of, so here you are having the file name. So here how many values are there in this one? So it is around, if you have selected, it is around 10 values. So 10 selected. So that means 10 are there. So it should start from the 10 and it should end from the index of divider. That's it. So this is the file name. So where we can get it. And if you want, you can also convert it into toString of UTF-8. If you want, you mention also UTF-8. UTF-8. That's it. So now we got the file name. So what we need to do? So now we use this file name when creating the file stream. So here we need to create the we need to open the file with that name. So how can I create the file name for this one? So but before that we are using it here, right? So but here we need to use it. Okay, so let's try to grab this one, or otherwise here what I will try to do it is, I will use the let file stream and also let file handle. I will use it at the top. Handle, I will use it at the top. Now what I will be trying to do it is, here when I am trying to do it is, so if there is no file handle, so that means it doesn't have any file handle. So now let's go into this one, let's copy this one and I will paste it here. Now then there is no file handle. Now I will try to create this file handle and this one. So for the first time only one time only. Why? Because we will be going on receiving the chunk of data every time. We should not create the file handle. Only the first time only, when there is no file handle only, it should be created. So we have created the file name. So here I can give the path in such a way that file name directly I can give the file name here. So dollar of file name. That's it. That's it. Finished. So now we got the file stream, file handle dot create write stream. So we are creating the write stream. So now when we got this one, so what we need to do? So we got this one. Okay. So now we need to write the data to the thing. So we need to write the data. So how we can write the data? So here we received that one, and after the 3 dashes, so you will be having the actual file data. So how we can write this one? So now here you can get the uh, file stream dot write. So I am writing the data. Sorry, writing the data, and here I will try to add it subarray. So from where I need to divide it? So here I need to get it something like index of divider plus 3. So the next onwards, if you don't mention the endpoint, it will go to the end of the chunk data. So now we are writing the entire thing. So now if the file handle is there means, then you can go to the socket.parse and all those things you can do it. Okay, so that's it. And here we are having the file stream on drain. So that one should be added into the socket.onOfData. Why? Because file stream is created when that first chunk is received. So here you can directly paste it. That's it. So now here we are able to file stream and all those things are coming else, and socket.end, everything is there. Okay, and here also we are able to get it. But here what we need to do it is, so whenever the data is coming, immediately it will be going on executing this one. So instead of that one, what we need to do it is, so when we got the data, here I can do something like socket.pass. Okay, and when this one is done, I will do socket.resume. Okay, it will be going on receiving the data, and it will get file stream will not be available. So now here we got this one all. So when the socket is ending, the client got disconnected, and the file stream dot end and file handle dot close is there. Okay, and after this one, so what we need to do is, so file handle is equal to undefined, so you can reset the value, and the file stream is also equal to undefined. So why? Because another client, if is trying to connect, so that it can go into this file handle. So fine, hopefully this is the concept which we need to implement it. So let's go to the command prompt and try to do this one. Let's go into our terminal, and here let's clear it off, and this one also I am starting the node server. Okay, it is listening, and here what I will be trying to do it is, so node client.js file, and I want to do test.txt. okay, before that I will try to unlink the storage, what is that one, huge file .txt file, and also I will try to remove the test.txt file also, whether it is coming or not. We'll try to see. So done. So let's try to run the node client.js, and the first time I want to do it is a test.txt file. That's it. So now here it has been connected to the server, it has been sent, and if I open this text.txt, so we are able to get the data. In the same scenario, what I would be trying to do it is, I will try to do the same thing, but this time I will try to copy the streams. From streams I will try to get the data, and I will do huge file.txt file. So now if it is connected to the server and it is trying to do it, and the back pressure, everything will be getting handled. So here you will be able to see the node. Okay, so here the file has been sent successfully. If you go to the finder, and here you'll be able to see the 7.99 GB, and in the streams also, if you try to see, you will be able to get the data. So this is how we will be implementing the dynamic file. So here in the storage, you are able to see the huge file.txt has been copied, and the test.txt file also has been copied. So now in this way we can create the dynamic files for this one. So here let's go here. So now here in this way you can assign the dynamic file names for this one. So that's it guys about this concept. So thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments what any doubts or anything. So and any concepts you want to learn about the Node.js. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more other tutorials like this. See you in the next one.